Are we ready? We hit start before we hit yes. Ready? Off we go. Approach the wrecked ships. Let's go. I mean, I'm free for the next 3 hours. Last time in 2 hours and 30 minutes. What did you fly, Maddox? We got the destination set. Let's go. What did you fly and when was the last time you did it? A special Hecate? Oh. Interesting. We're doing it for standings. Already used up seconds by not undocking right away. Oh god, there's probably going to be room for improvement. And also not moving right away upon undocking, right? Suboptimal. Insta-warp and warp speed rigs. We're not quite insta-warp. We are 2.9, so we take a little bit to warp, but we're at 28 AUs. Alright, Epic Arcs that go in null-sec worth doing? Probably. Would imagine them to be. Yeah, the acceleration and deceleration of this is insane. So it goes through warp tunnels really fast. We have to approach the ship. I think it's right there. Prep mod on. Not sure which. Oh, the Mimitar battleship wreck. So this one here. Oh god, this thing has the turning radius of a sailboat. Alright. Approach the wrecked ships. Start conversation. Set destination complete remotely. Go back to her. Request mission. Can I do that remotely? Okay, so we go to Tajak. That's in Tar. Accept remotely. Jump through Stargate. I went the wrong place. I didn't know I could do all that remotely. This thing gets up into insane speeds for warp speed. It's kind of silly. We hit 28 AUs for a flash there. So is that the first part already? So if we go... Activities, agency. A beacon reckons. Oh, we're still on 1 of 7. Okay. Warp 2 location. What's the warp speed of the ship? We got it up to 28 AUs. I wonder if an all-in-one, because some bit I'm confident I almost died to Kror. Kror's a close one. Start conversation. Eliminate that. Jump to Stargate. Accept. Drop off location. Strange data core. Did I get the strange data core in my cargo? How am I supposed to get the data core? I haven't done this in a while. I think the pirates at the wreck site. How? I'll explain it when we're en route. You're guessing that this is doable under 2 hours? Last time I ran this, I got 2 hours and 55 minutes. I'm impressed that you got that kind of time. This strange data core in your cargo. You guys are close enough for Conflag. One-shot them pretty easily. He's got a base of AE plus 50 Covert Op skills, and then ascendancies are also a thing. It would really suck to see this die. There's a lot of catalysts or Hecates right there. I am just kind of ignoring them. Alright, sensors that you know strange bit attacking your cargo, bring it to me. Set destination, jump through Stargate. Let's go. Do they make this easier? Not sure. I think what we should do is I should take this off. I'm realizing that the nameplate is covering my game time. And there we go. That way it's proof that I didn't clip it at all. Start conversation. Complete mission. Request mission. We have to get red. Accept. Warp to location. Hey, how's it going? Rataro Kristen, how's it going? 2002. Alright, so we need to get red. I think we have to kill things to get red here. Prop mod on, load Scorch, turn that on. Lock these guys up immediately and get moving. We are running close range weapons because they fire way faster with long range ammo, which means less than ideal for some things. Did red show up? You need red in your cargo hold. I don't know if they just put red in your cargo hold or if you have to go pick it up. Red got put in my cargo hold. Nifty. It is a pacifier. We decided on the pacifier because we believe it's the fastest ship for this. We're running the Soe Epic Arc. Two hours and 55 seconds was my last time. We gotta go to Sister Alatira, which is 3 jumps away. Oops, no, I don't want to dock. Oops, not there. Activities journal. Where is... So I'm trying to keep track of our progress. Activities, agency. So automation impediment is... Can I make this window smaller? We'll minimize it so we can bring it up. Oh shit, did I accept it? I swear I talked to him and accepted it. Utilities, activities, agency. Yeah, we have to go to Alatira. I don't think you have to accept it. I'm gonna double down and keep on going. Because it's telling me in the agency. Oops, not what I wanted. It's telling me in the agency to go to Alatira. I can't talk to her until I get to her. So I said, but a few that you need to accept go here part, yeah. I mean, we could make insta-docks for every single station that we run and do those. That'd be a thing too. I don't know, Rodar. I really don't. This is my first time running the ship through this, so I don't know how good this ship's actually going to do. I'm really not sure.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Go for an interceptor and null arcs if you can. Probably. I probably wouldn't want this. UPM, it takes a second or two. So we're looking for like the absolute fastest. No, that's not who I wanted. I want... Oh my god. Are you for real? We have to go back. What a scrub. Yeah, you did tell me so. Time loss. Feel like we warned you, buddy. It looked in the agency like that's where I was supposed to go. It's fine. A speeder. We're trying here. It shouldn't be too bad. Self-destruct bioreprocess to and start over. Oh dear god. I could just pass the ship over to another character and reset, but I'm not going to reset this quick. Almost a speedrun. It was dead before it begun. Hey, this is my first speedrun like ever, okay? Shh. It's not like you're not speedrunning missions. I kinda do. Jesus, dude. I tried to accept it remotely. It didn't let me. I can accept this miss once, 6 minutes off the end time. Yeah, well, there's like 200 more missions, so I do it 200 more times. More free advice: don't forget to put the doll and pile of money in your cargo hold. Unlike newer missions, these don't warn you that you're missing the items before undocking. That is true. Thank you, Ariella. That's actually really helpful. Looks like now you know you can shave 5 minutes off whatever time you get next time. Yeah, Daddy, at least that's true. These systems are big. This is a 55 AU warp. Like, that's insane. These are not small warps at all. That's huge. But I mean, we're going so stupidly fast. 52 or 54? I can't remember, but there's a lot of them. And it has you flying all over New Eden. Jet canning the janitor, so we have to go kill the pirates and get this guy undocked. That's in system. Off we go. What's the payout? Standings. Yep, you get a little bit of standings at the end. There's not a lot of this to be made, but for like a new player, this is fantastic. It'll get you like your first 30 million ISK. And that in itself is pretty neat. And you can do it in a T1 destroyer pretty quickly. Want huge and check examples of 9. Or you can go warp across Thera, right? Alright, so we have Scorch loaded. We'll turn that on. Start kind of slow boating in that direction. How did that not one shot? Come on. This is why autocannons are better. I'm just going to come out and say it. Autocannons are 100% better. You know who Aubrey shaped cook-headed terminal give you coordinates, so I'm not stupid. Right there, open the cargo. I want to turn on the Microwarpdrive, but it's not quite far enough. Loot that, and then I guess we go dot. When your cargo delivery takes you 103. Sometimes it takes you that one. That's Burkek. And that system is huge. And the gate's on one end of the system or on the outside of the system. It's like 150 AUs from the start of the gate. So if something was on the other side of the gate, which there's not, it would theoretically be a 300 AU system. It's pretty big. But yeah, that's Burkek for you. I hate getting missions in that system because of the warp speed. Chivy objective, go here. Chef Arbu Azur. Do I need the chef? Item hanger? Nope. Off we go. No, scepter missions aren't bad. It sucks when you like get Burkek and you get like damsel in distress, and you need your battleship. Like that's painful. I can definitely understand that one. I forgot to hit record because I'm a genius and I didn't hit the record button. Alright, could you give me a hand here? Damn thing stuck out in the water. Azil's transport, open cargo, prop mod on. This is a moment where the Drumeel would do really well, but the damn near double the warp speed is insane on this ship. Yeah, I don't run Damsel because no golem. Unverifiable speedrun. Well, the Twitch VOD is solid. It would be verifiable. The only reason it wouldn't be unverifiable is in the first 5 minutes I had my the clock right here was covered, and I uncovered the clock like within the first 5 minutes. But this clock would be the verification that we would need. I really think the insta-docs would help. I should start my... Just nobody is where. How's it going? Delivery. We gotta go... Ship this. Deliver the ransom money. Is that a lot of money? That is a lot of money. If it's the first one recorded, then it's technically a world record. I mean... I guess. It'd be a cool category for the EVE Online players to participate in. Yeah, we're doing the Soe Epic Arc in speedrun fashion. Commissioned 10 years ago and forgot. Approach that. And forgot most of it. Got 8 with level 4 8 from. So do I just start there again? Yeah, if that's what you want to do. That's an easy start. You may find that that's not where you want to run missions for. But I'm sure you'll figure it out. Open that cargo, please. Open cargo. Or wonder how much cash we can kill if we keep the doctor. Yeah, you guys are not going to have a good time with that. See, the autocannon get up does damage right away. It's a little bit frustrating. Do they all spawn up there? I think there's more that spawns. I can't remember. There is a player tutorial speed run that exists, and I've known about that.
Warp-drive active.
By taking the cash out of the killing rats, and it didn't work. Yeah, you can't take a lot of cash back. It's kind of unfortunate.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Rescue the engineer. Running with a Diplo shuttle? No, we're running it in a pacifier. It's really fast. So the pacifier has warp speed bonuses. It's got a really high base warp speed. If we show info on it and look at its attributes. This is with my skills and everything. But it's got a really high base warp speed. And then if you have Covert Ops trained, it gets plus 10% bonus to warp speed and acceleration, which is 50%. So I think its base ends up somewhere around... its base ends up somewhere in the ballpark of... what would it be? It would be 12 AUs, and then we got Ascendancies and Hyperspatial rigs, which got it even faster. So we're zipping around at 20 AUs here. I don't remember if this is a locked cargo container or not. Let me just take that. Yeah, so I got that dock. We're not going to sit here and kill everything. Do we really try to raise your standings or just for fun? You don't really care for your faction standings. If you do, why? So it'll raise your faction standings with one of the 4 main Empire factions, depending on how you turn it at the end. And those faction standings could allow you or not allow you to do the next level up mission. So it's going to be awesome. And this idea of an off NPC cargo hold, it's weird. Yeah, it's in our cargo hold. Yeah, it happens. This is a little bit of a weird thing, right? The game is just weird in general. There's a lot of weird things around it. Going Galente. We have a little bit to do. Let's make sure we accept this so we don't have to come back. And off we go. Let's check the agency. And are we on chapter 2? So we'll go ahead and we'll call that 25 minutes. So at this point, after we do that, we'll do a split. It's all going to be red. That's the first one. It's all going to be red. 2 extra trees plus 1 deacon can do the electricals. Yeah, that's what we're talking about in the Hitless Gaming chat. So we have 8 jumps to go. Now's a good time to ask questions. 2 Epic Arc missions do not give LP, right? No, there's no LP in this. So good for repairing. Yes, Ariella, it definitely is. What options are now to make standings with triangulating? Some people say more are working farm drone region. You can't farm the drone region. You can farm drones in Pochven region, or you can shoot things in Pochven region that are not Triglavians. Are the two ways to get standings up with the Triglavians. So all you need to do is you need to interact with an NPC that dies. That's a drone in Pochven. So you go to Pochven, you kill a drone, or interact with a drone when they're fighting other NPCs, watch that drone die, and then you get your and you get your standings for both Triglav and Eating Calm, and you'll be able to have both. And you can grind them up by killing rogue drones in Pochven. On the farm, you either going to have to kill Eating Calm or go into Pochven and kill rogue drones and sleepers drifters. Yep. Atrium, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate that. Yeah, you just go there with a target painter and stay 100 kilometers off everything, and you'll be fine. Hop in a fast frigate. Target paint drones until you're target painting one that dies. So find a drone engaging with another NPC, or a drone engaging with a player, and just target paint it. My cats are going nuts. Meow, meow.
Warp-drive active.
Alright, sorry about that. No, wrong place. Sorry about that delay. So cheap target, yeah, pretty much. How much of a pain is it for Pochven people to move around Empire with Eating-Com systems? Not at all. Clueless. I don't believe the Eating-Com tackle. So I honestly haven't had a problem with negative Eating-Com standings. But I honestly, if you're not looking to get involved around if you're not looking to get involved in the in the Triglavians and Eating Com, just go shoot a couple things in Pochven, and you'll be positive to both, and they'll all ignore you. And you're just not involved in the things. They'll all ignore you. Just don't autopilot your freighter without, you know, going and getting it positive Triglavian standings, because they will kill you. It's just kind of what they do. Hey, Seiken Eve, how are you doing? There are pirate faction epic arcs, but not sure what factions are involved. I know there's a Grista one. I haven't looked at it yet, but you need, it's level 3, so you need slightly positive standings with Gristas to run it. But it does unlock level 4s for you for Gristas, which is why people run burners for Gristas a lot. Let's be in a fleet. Locations. Is it enough to be that it kills an NPC in Pochven, or does every pilot need to take it? Every pilot needs to take it. You actually have to interact with the NPC. Radar Christian, Rotaro Christian. I believe that will probably change after the war. I'm like 100% sure that they'll set that up again. There's no reason they wouldn't. It makes too much money. They'll make it like it was before. 100%. I don't see why they wouldn't. It would be insane if they didn't. I have to start talking to Paragrit. Did I... Steps. So we need to get the things to retrieve the drone compounds, return your... Okay. We're coming back. It was just scrolled down. I was like, where the hell is this agent? Training server that fleets 200 vigil with painters and a titan to kill drifter. Ah, that's silly.
Warp drive active.
How fast are you planning on running the arc? I would like to see under 3 hours, but with the Pochfin change, I'm not sure how that's going to affect this. I think most of this is on this side of Iodama. Hey, buddy.
Keep on the nice streams.
Thanks, mate. Prop mod on. We're approaching the container. Stop tracking the thing. Thank you. Let's go ahead and start popping them as soon as they're in range. I don't even know if we need to kill everything or anything for that matter. Yeah, we don't have to kill anything. Sweet. Bye. Killed you all anyways. Thank you, Veal. I appreciate that. Now 10 months and counting. You are awesome. If you have enough pullers, you can burn in high sec also. I mean, you don't need pullers in high sec. You just the character running the mission pulls the mission and then hops into the ship to do it and goes and runs it. Like, and the other day, a 55 Build Tech 2 and a ship was destroyed. Yeah, I heard about that last week. The dude was an idiot. He decided to use a deep space transport to haul 55 billion stuff instead of splitting it up into a couple blockade runners. That's a dumb move. You can literally do that. It works just fine. Are antibiotics here? Yep, they're right here. Or transfer in high sec. Why do many trips when one trip works? Well, if you do like a couple trips, it secures your loot, and when you're moving that much, like you may as well take multiple trips. You can do almost pure burners. It is actually less worth it to do pure burners than not pure burners. So if you mix in a few level 4s, there are level 4 missions that make more risk than burners per hour spent doing them. And if you mix those missions in, you can run all day. And it's not even a problem. No, not Enemies Abound. And Enemies Abound will tank your faction standings. I'm thinking Dread Pirate Scarlet, Damsel in Distress, and Right-Handed Azmats are really good missions. Cargo Delivery isn't quite up there. I know that Recon Part 1 is like 200 plus million ISK an hour. I can complete this one remotely too. Nice. I need to destroy the Serpentis research laboratory. Oh dear. Is this just a bash? Orbit at 5. Second Eve.
Another
2 months.
month.
Counting. Awesome. That's great. I appreciate it, man. Support Eve, guys. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, that's nice. Didn't even have to dock. Like 38 to go, you can do it. I sub with you, can tempo and filthy. Nice, dude. Need to Doctor Core in your cargo hold. Show info, is that big? No, it's only 0.1 grams. Prop mod on. Load Scorch. These guys have really good resist to me, so probably not going to be the easiest to kill. If I need to kill them. I'm not even sure that I need to kill them. Open this guy up here. Loot that. Nope. Now what? I got it. There we go, Doc.
Warp-drive active.
One thing that will boost your faction settings are career agents and data centers. Yes, yes they will, but they don't make up for like doing enemies abound and a couple of the others that like just demolish your standings.
Permission requested. Docking request.
It's not enough. Data centers are a one-time thing, and Cosmos are a one-time thing, and then career agents are also a one-time thing. You can't do them repetitively. They're not even on like a time limit. So you do want to protect your standings here. So I think we're done with this chapter. We did accept the mission. Need to travel to here. Go there, agency. I think this is part 3 now, so I get to hit the thing. Activities, agency. We jump there. Yeah, we're on part 3. So now we're on sealing the deal. I feel like I got like a weird list of things. Anyways. Off we go. Yeah, we're doing the Soe Epic Arc as quickly as we can. We are on the 3rd part. So I was saying that I'll boost standings for... Yeah, you can do it, but you can do it once. So if you include enemies abound in your rotation, whatever faction that you're shooting enemies abound... you're shooting at with enemies abound, you will lose standings over time. Might not happen today, but within a month you'll tank your standings easily. And I've seen them go down fast with blitzing and farming. You can tank your standings very quickly. And then it's very difficult to repair it if you've already used those the data centers or career agents. You're stuck doing level 1s. How long do you think you'll take? My last run of it was 2 hours and 55 minutes about a year ago, and they've changed the space since then, so I really don't know. I'm hoping for under 3 hours. One guy said he came in and said that he did it in 2.5, and thinks that I'll get sub 2. But I don't think that that's a thing. They have also edited this a little bit since I've last ran it.
Warp-drive active.
So I can do only 2 epic arcs. Sad. I mean, at least alphas can do epic arcs, right? They can do the Soe Epic Arc and level 1s. And today I tried mining again, 15 mil in 2 hours. Mission running spoiled me. Yeah, I won't mine after running missions. I just won't do it. I can log into one character and be super calm.
Active.
You won't have issues with trig space. Even if there was trig space that I came across, or came across trigs, they wouldn't be able to catch me. They have to lock you and then tackle you. It takes them a second to do that. They don't insta-lock you or anything. And then we, of course, also have a cloak. So not only are we fast, but we cloak. This is going to be my new recon ship, I think. The only problem with it is that the Dremel goes like 5 AUs a second, whereas this does warp speed faster. So this will be good for traveling. So the thing that I started Eve mining and have so many skill points on that. I mean, you can only have like 8 million skill points in mining, so it's not that big of a deal. Hey guys, short off top, is Concord active in Trig MV systems? Yes. Yes, it is. CCP are going to fix mining without killing it. I'm interested on that too. No one mines who will feed people will mine. The cool part about mining is on an individual account, it doesn't make a lot of money. But it's very scalable, so you can easily run like 10 accounts mining. His bound has almost 255 million per hour in tags, loot, spawn. His new LP values, I think, is 155k. Kerm, that's not worth tanking your standings for. Dreadpire Scarlet's worth 365 million ISK an hour. Why would I run enemies bound? And yeah, the standings is far more valuable. Being able to maintain your standings and being able to run indefinitely is more valuable than that by a long shot. But 255 million ISK an hour is not enough to just get me to kill standings. Can you explain how you do Dread for 300 mil? Like, what do you do? So it takes 6.5 minutes to do, and it pays 25 to 30 million ISK. So the math equates out to 360 million ISK an hour. Have you done any guides on level 4, or is the best option to go back to your old videos where you triple box it? The guides exist. They're there. I am here. Where are you at? There we go. Scout the drone hive and report back to the vessels. Alright. In 2 minutes using wormholes. Get good, nub. Okay, bud. That's not... That's actual practice, dude. So, if I get the mission 10 times, over the 10 times that I get it, it makes 360 million ISK an hour. And we fold it into the set of missions that we do, and it buffs, or it increases the amount of income that we do if we add it to the set of missions that we do. It's not theoretical. I've literally type in !ISK. I've figured this out. I've averaged them all out, and I've proven that that's what I actually earn from running missions by running the missions. Of course, you have to adjust for LP values and the cost of the tags. But yeah, I've done the legwork to make it as easy as possible for you. I don't remember if I have to shoot anything. You need to approach the hollow asteroid. All right, approach. See, this is where the Dremel would save time, but we've saved so much time warping around over the Dremel. Arriving becomes that whoever's has no idea how to fight, we go dock. I should have turned off the Microwarpdrive as soon as I got that message. There are definitely ways to do this faster. Don't tell me about standings. I lost plus 10 with my beloved Amara Empire. Oof.
Docking permission requested.
CK, you're funny. 2 minutes.
Docking request accepted.
Haters are gonna hate. Yeah, I know. Alright, so we have to pick up here. And then we're coming back here. So that's 3 jumps. Off we go. Haters will always potate.
Warp-drive active.
Dude, that instant sling into warp is just silly. How fast this thing warps is blows my mind. There's an executioner trying to keep up, and you're just not. What ship is this? This is a Pacifier. So that's 22 AUs away. Watch. Watch how fast 22 AUs goes. 9, 1. I got server ticks 9 and 1. Do that when you enter warp really fast. Not really, because it actually turns. Dark helmet, ludicrous speed, go. 72 AUs on this warp. 70 freaking 2. Ready? 59, 31, 65, 9. That was a 72 AU warp. Jesus. Yeah, those are the 3 that I add. Pirate Invasion and a couple others are really solid too. Will it beat Leopard? No, it won't beat the Leopard, but you can't use Leopard for this unless you had a Leopard. Can you fit in your in-game channel? Yeah, sure. It's actually cheaper than my last Charmiel that did it. Try the Ares 8 to 10 seconds. So it's 3-second of warp time. We couldn't get sub 2. But I think that the warp speed is worth that extra second that you spend. You blitz him or kill him. So we always kill Zor if we run across Zor and check his wreck. Every time. Aside from that, we blitz everything. Try the Ares 8 to 10 AU. Roger, man. Thank you for the tip. Yep. Check the wreck for the implant, I assume. We can check the wreck for the implant. Yeah, we checked the wreck for the implant and we grabbed the hacker card. Because the hacker cards, they're down in value right now, but I'm sure they'll go back up in value. Yeah, I'll always check George's wreck. He has about a 5% chance to drop a implant that's worth between 50 and 100 mil, depending on the time of the year. Yes, I always decline bad missions. Like 100% of the time. Well, not 100%. Sometimes we do them for fun, but if I'm after making ISK, if it's not on my list, it gets skipped, and my list is short. We've tried all the missions and found them just not to be worth the time. Do you have plenty of vids with Nomic? I do. I don't know if that's a question or not, but I do have a lot of Anomic guides. Are burners worth doing this? Yes, they are definitely worth doing. You can make a lot running them. And I have, if you type in exclamation mark YouTube, I have a 2020 burners playlist, and nothing has changed since that playlist was made. They haven't changed the game significantly enough to make that to change anything. The information in them is good, and they're not just I don't say here's the fit, here's how you do it. I explain why we use the fits. Yeah, a lot of my viewers have learned what I do and make a lot of money. Right, kill the mercenaries, except this is why our ship has DPS. I don't think you can do a Leopard because it only has one M3 cargo. I mean, if you seed a fast ship, like if you seed a Dremel in each of these stations, in theory, a Leopard might be faster. Or, yeah, in theory, if we seeded the ships. We make money, we don't make your amount of money. But I haven't for a while, just making sure they're so good. Yeah. Alright, so we'll turn that on. Go ahead and do a Microwarpdrive cycle towards them. They're just out of my range here, which is kind of a bummer. But that's why we have the Microwarpdrive, or one of the many reasons we have the Microwarpdrive, so we can get in range of things a little bit better. Go ahead and change to Conflagration. Get the one-shots. Is that it? Doc, we're done. Okay, sweet deal. I can't cloak because I'm too close to a structure. Or we go back in vanilla for some sweet burner iskies. Awesome. I know people that are making more than me. We tried Triple Abyss lately. Some claims, saw someone claim that he's doing 1 bill and 2x Hawks and Nemesis. That's low put, and his numbers are pretty solid. I mean, it's doable. It does die, though. I haven't done a lot of Abyss lately, and it's something that I should do more of. Alright, deliver the farming supplies. Is this the heavy one? This is the one that requires a refit, right? It's exactly 150 AU, or 150 M3, so if we just go like this, it fits into the cargo. Look at... No! No, I don't want my Corvette. Undock and go. The Pacifier fits the loot! We don't need expanded cargo holds! What was the playlist with the burner? 2020 burners. You don't need expanded cargo holds for this fit. Or for the ship at all. It fits the farming supplies, which is the one that's heavy. Okay, let's start 7 Helas, 2 Loki reps, and a Loki for command burst killing tricks today. It was funny. That is interesting. Go ahead and open this cargo here. Prop mod. Oh shit, I don't have my long range ammo because I just emptied out. Shit. Oh, is this a different location? Wait. Okay. It's like, ooh, we kill these drones. Sweet. Go gadget. That's kind of silly. Because, you know, drone reps. Or they're super aggressive to drones. But I guess you just pull them in if they take aggro. That isn't... It's literally the same thing. Why can't it just extend the mission? Okay, anyways. We gotta go close this gap. I don't have ammo. Also can't lock until they're within 50. Hopefully they're close enough once we like get close to them. Hopefully they like come close to us and we can just pop them. These should all be one shots. I remember them all being really easy. Go ahead and shut this off. Ungroup the guns. Yeah, they're all gonna hang out here with us. I just go right into the rock. I did. What a scrub. Having that third gun was great. And rep up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Who's gonna die first? I think that guy needs that. Doc, nice flying. It's still preparing. They shot the Lokis as reps. Oh, that's true. Pro Serpentis 410 runner move. I mean, we could have sit there and plunked them off one by one, but doing that was a little bit better. Sense of Dread. Return to Sister Alatira. I think that's the end of this chapter. So off we go, another 7 jumps. Check the agency. Trying to learn where to put the splits, honestly. So every drone inside. Sweet deal. They did change these. So I don't have the names right. We're about halfway done, guys. Just under. Love the SERP 410s.
Warp-drive active.
Dude, the speed that this thing warps is insane. I've never flown this ship. I did grab all my goodies, right? Yeah, we did.
Warp-drive active.
28 AUs, goodbye. We're probably know you could use it to speedrun relic sites. Probably. The warp speed of this thing is just mental.
Warp-drive active.
That's 33 AUs, but not for long. I really think that we saved a lot of time by spending the 1 extra second per warp. I think that that's worth it for the warp speed. Just with my experience in doing this and all that.
Active.
Found your videos? Nice, dude. That's good. Do you have another account to do it again with Dram to compare? I actually do. I have 7 accounts I can run this on. So I can make this like a weekly thing that we do. By the way, did you find a ship that can run all agents burners? Yeah, check out the Nurgle. I have a whole video on it, doing all of them. And then I have them all uploaded onto my Eve Workbench. And they're actually unified. And if you join my in-game channel, there's a link to the unified channel so you can just save all the fittings and refit. It's super great.
Warp-drive active.
No. Same fit's not going to happen. You need to refit between burners. There is no one fit that will do all agent burners. It's not happening. It does have the same rigs. So it's unified, so all the rigs are the same. Must be extensive. Yeah, it kind of is. CCP pays for 2 of them, though, which is awesome.
Warp-drive active.
Chikashi001, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested.
There's a lot of traffic here. At least Plex is cheap. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully it stays that way. Royal Jelly. Have you vids also with the bases? I do. They're in the playlist for the bases, or for the thing. Dude, the SOE LP has tanked quite a bit, and I'm really not happy about it. And the reason it's happening is because people are dumping their LP. It did recover during the event, And then people just dumped it again. So that's where we're at. All the high-sec people that don't know how to deal with LP just dumped everything. Or all the null-sec people that came into high-sec dumped it all. And hopefully we get something that kind of handles that. But that's fine. We're still making income. We're probably not making 200 million ISK an hour, but 150 to 200 is a lot instead of saying 200 to 250. We lost a bit of income there. You need FR personnel in your cargo hold. I hope I have cargo space here. I'm getting 43 X's. Who needs LP? Hi, I'm a 3 days old player. I started following your Zero to Hero, and I'm a Punisher in Tier 0. Will you please talk a bit? Do we just dock, or do we have to kill things? We just dock. I started following your Zero to Hero, and I'm a Punisher with Tier 0. Will you please talk about how to approach mission running as a complete beginner after I finish what to do? Ignore missions until you're Omega and can start running level 4s. At that point, you'd want to get a battleship and then get your standings up and do that. I have a guide on how to do that, or how to instantly get your standings up to start level 4s. So you can skip 1s, 2s, and 3s. But I wouldn't touch them until you can do level 4 in your Omega. It's not worth your time. I'd continue working down Abyss. I mean, if you want to, for fun on missions, you can definitely do the lower level missions, but you're not going to make a lot of money. Most people that want to make ISK will probably, or if you're doing it to make ISK, then you need to encode it in your cargo. We need to go pick this up. So that's 4 jumps away. But I'm assuming that you want to do missions to make ISK. That's the assumption I'm making. If you want to do them for fun, just hop in a ship and go start running them. But I personally think that Abyss is a lot more fun. And that Punisher fit will do level 1s and 2s, no problem. You'll have no issues running them for levels 1s and 2s. For 3s, you're going to need to get into like a battle cruiser with lower skills, and you can do them in some cruisers. But the tank required for level 3s is kind of high for like what the reward is. You're honestly better off running Abyss or learning exploration or doing combat exploration, or learning how to fight Triglavians, joining a group and doing incursions. There's like 1,000 different ways that you can learn to make ISK as a new player. But do not think that missions is the way right now. To do it, you need 500 mil in the bank. Spending that 500 million ISK to get the faction standings and then turning around and blitzing right away will save you that money in about 10 hours. We've done the math. The turnaround for earning that back is 10 hours. It's 10 to 20 hours depending on how much you play. But say you didn't and you had to do the grind. It takes about 40 hours to grind that standings up. For faction standings doing level 4s. So if you, over that 40 hours, you're making literally double the income. So, I mean, it pays for itself very quickly to do that. So I'd probably do Abyss, get the money for the tags, and then switch around. Thank you, Rotar Christian. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you again. T2 can do 3s straightforward, but it does have, yeah. So for level 3s, generally we're talking lower skill point players. Also, heavy assault cruisers can also do level 4s pretty easily. Yeah, Drunk Funk exploration is awesome for new players. I mean, you can. It's not going to be fun. Lower skills, that makes, I would do exploit with lower skills, that makes a lot of ISK before 4s. At least that's what I did before I got the skills to acceptable levels. Yeah, the cool part about this game is you can literally do it in any way that you want. There's nobody can make you do it a certain way. So if you want to do missions because you enjoy them, then do missions. If you want to do Abyss because you enjoy it, then do Abyss. If you want to go mine because you enjoy it, go mine. Like, I'm not going to tell you you're doing it wrong, because if you're having fun, you're doing it right. But at the same time, there are better ways to make income, if that's what your priority is. That's right, I'm picking a thing up. Let's spend a bit on green blue mods for T4s though, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of ships that can do them that are tier 1 ships that can do them with T2 mods. The experience just isn't great. Drunk Funk.
So I had my Prime sub. Cheers, hateless. Hope you're getting to enjoy streaming full time.
Dude, the full-time streaming thing is weird. Like, I don't know. Doing it full-time, it's just a weird thing. I got mixed feelings about it, and because I didn't do it the way that I wanted to. Or didn't go the way that I wanted to. So like I'm happy that I'm doing it, but I'm also nervous because, I mean, you guys know, but I got a year to pull it off. I got a lot of work to do in just random different ways. But yeah, I'm excited about it, and I hope to continue making awesome content. 55 freaking AUs for this warp. Could you imagine doing that in a battlecruiser? Just damn, dude. These systems are big. Like, I didn't realize how big they were before. But not only are there a lot of jumps to do in this Epic Arc, but they're big jumps. Sure not to get flogged on the backside with the US stack stuff. Yeah, we've got that covered.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Most of the income gets saved, and we file all of our taxes and whatnot. It's an interesting thing. But we already have the necessary knowledge to do that from what I do for my work. Oh god, there's a choice. What's faster, tracking the queen or bag of blood? I know it doesn't make a difference. We'll do bag of blood. Okay, cool. Accept this choice. See more of this channel in the future. Nice. Yeah, I'm happy to be doing it. I'm not getting a huge viewer count when I do it, but the Knights of the Republic is a lot of fun to be working through. I've really been enjoying it. And I have a lot of clipping work to do. So I'm thinking of just kind of doing it in two ways. So doing like side quest videos and regular videos, and kind of clipping it up. So like, this is the main quest, this is what you have to do. And then kind of making it in parts, so one planet at a time. Oh, weird. What ship is this? This is the Pacifier. It is the Concord Covert Op ship. And the cool part about them is they can use every single weapon platform in the game. So they can use everything. They have a really high warp speed bonus. And then they also have a booster bonus for armor rep or shield boosters based on your security status. Yeah, they're really neat ships. And you didn't do rockets on a shame. I picked the weapon system based on the missions that we're running. Hey Richter, how's it going? I wanted a weapon system that was a gun and that had decent reach. And that had a high DPS, because we have to be able to kill Dagon. Not a fan of the security status bonus. It'd be nice if there's like a criminal ship counterpart, so if your status bonus was negative, then you would be able to get bonuses for that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's a weird set of bonuses, but it makes for a pretty powerful ship. You can't go any lower. So we end up, our fit with Conflagration is pretty bad, but we end up with 239, which we need 150. So I guess with Scorch we have just under what's required. But we have 249 to kill Dagon Gent, and then we have a decent amount of shield boosts to survive Dagon Gent, and then we have 3-second alignment time, and with Ascendancy clones we're at 228 AUs a second, which is insane, and we get decent DPS and stuff. It's fantastic. The core of this is pretty cheap. There's a slight problem. EM is Dagon's highest resist. Well, we'll just overheat our guns. That should be fine. They have a criminal ship. It's called a Catalyst. Plus 100% of ashtray and high stack, and they won't nerf it. Yeah, I guess. I would assume this is faster than a Dram. No, only scrubs fly that to gank. True criminals fly better ships than null-sec. Yeah. I would agree. Spike. Gankers are an interesting thing in this game. I don't view it as something that you need skill to do in any way. I don't think that ganking requires any skill. Plant the fake body, any serpentist kills are optional. So item hanger. Bag of blood, let's go. Requires planning, not skills. More so, yeah. So we spent an hour setting this up. I developed a fit. The Dram is really fast, so the Dram goes around at 18 AUs with the 3 hyperspatial velocities. So we have a whole 10 AU bonus over the bonus of the other ones. The downside is it's not as fast navigational-wise, where Dramiel would be going about 4 kilometers a second, and we lose 10 AU warp speed, and then also the Dram has a sub 2-second alignment time. So there's a couple trade-offs to get this insane speed, but it has been paying off so far. I feel like it has. Sure on it. We're hicking up here. That goes there. That goes there. Read details. Plant the fake body in the thing. Come on. And we can leave. See ya, not hanging out to kill everything. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Never purposefully fit a ship to kill someone in high sec, but even my plus standings missions tune has got there. Oh, you're talking about suicide ganking requires skills. I gotcha. Or not skill, it doesn't require skill, it requires planning. Yeah, you kind of have to be prepared. Also has warp acceleration. It practically jumps into and drops from warp rather than slow wind up. I think that when you get the bonus, I think this one also has the same bonus to warp speed and acceleration. So this has the 10% bonus to warp speed and acceleration as well. So it has the same Dramiel bonus going into and out of warp. So that is 100% happening here as well. Chasing the Nightmare, track the drone with Wolf. Undock and go. Yeah, it literally slings right into 28 AUs. It's almost instant. It gets 28 AU instantly, and then it has to slow down. So we watch the speed here. It literally just went... It went all the way out to 28 AU and immediately slowed down. This ship, I'll never fly one, but yeah, GG on flying the broadhead. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, activate the acceleration gate. There's Bergen. I'm feeling this is the one that I've had to warp out of because of the DPS. Slung shot right into it. The journal, take out the drone with the help of Wolf. To the graveyard on Seaway. I'm getting something. It's gone. Did that just... We're sitting there. Follow it. Approach. Do we just activate that? I think we just activate it. Oi! Guess we approach it again. So in this mission, the Dremio would be very good. What's that overview? This is ZTAC S overview. You can join the channel in-game channel ZTAC S overview, and it's available there for you. We had to align a bit there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, go again. Oof. Come on. Yeah, no problem, Spliffsta. That's what I do. I do my best to help. I'll spell it out here so it's easier for you. ZTAC S overview. Spelled just like that. It's still saying the same thing. Lost signal is okay. Start conversation. Complete it remotely. Request mission. Accept remotely. Warp there. They made it so you don't have to dock for every single mission. I like that. You can just kind of ping around in some of them, which is... It saves a lot of time. Approach that, prop mod on. We got the right gun loaded. Just gonna go ahead and start killing things. The range is a little oof, but that's okay. This is why I prefer autocannons, but the autocannons didn't have the DPS that I wanted. I didn't check autocannons. I probably should have looked at them. Autocannons probably would have been better overall, but I like the idea of lasers. Full line down the gate. I think I have to kill everything, or can I go through? Oh, I guess I didn't have to kill everything there. Improvement to be had. I like to think that I can just go through it. I like the fact that there's only 2 ammos. We got Scorch and whatnot. Yeah. It is a little inconsistent. So now it's telling me to destroy all the things. What's up?
Your green screen attacked me.
Oh no.
Explain it.
Thank you. Ooh. Shiny. Thank you. Need to destroy all the enemies. We're not approaching them. I should be approaching them. For some it works, for some it doesn't. But it does say every time that I've seen complete remotely, it's worked for me so far. So So maybe it's not too bad, but the complete remotely is a buggy feature as a whole, and I don't like it in general mission running as a whole. So Naravicia brought me a new candle. It's called True Love. Oh, it smells so good. I actually like this candle. Sweet! I can't wait to light it. I gotta put out the vanilla candle that I have running. We'll get that. You gross romance. But I'm gonna light this candle because she just brought me a candle. I love candles. I love candles way too much. Oh, light, please.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
It's so sweet. I don't know what it is actually called, or what the actual smell is called. Spliffs, thank you for the follow. We're gonna complete this guy. Maybe I should start reviewing candles on my thing. Looks like we're going to heck, boys. Okay, we accepted the mission. Let's go. I wish the PvP would get some attention. There are tons of missions that need their risk, time, reward repaired. I agree. And I'm not allowed to talk about it. Is all that I'm going to say.
Warp-drive active.
And I may have spoken to some people. And they may or may not have listened. But that's all I'm allowed to say. I can't say anything else. No. I didn't tell you guys anything.
Warp-drive.
We can only hope, right? Yeah, the mission system's weird. It's in a really strange place, and it has been because it's been neglected for so long. PS needs more than just buffing. Yeah, I agree, Ariella. Mission nerf incoming, boys. F up. Send me level 1 should reward 1 billion S per mission. I wish, right? Like, just make them all, like, super valuable and take 2 minutes to do. CCP about not having drone ships for routing a null. Everybody got mad after they fixed it. Yeah. Yeah. This is weird to be in the shoes that I'm in right now. And it was what I was trying to avoid by not running for CSM, but I'm here. Alright. Say anything I asked about missions at Eve of London. I can't really give details. I suppose I could like openly say like what I pitched, but I can't give details about why they reached out to me. Because it's boring and people make fun of you if you don't use a drone ship. That's awful. That is an awful mentality. Anyways, I think we're on the next sector. I didn't check. Activities, agency. Yeah, we're on chapter 5. So I'm going to hit that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the missing piece. I thought we were on Mimitar Commander. This is actually going really freaking fast. Did they kill my Ace generation? I'll buy 1 shirt a month. Like laser ships for missions. Really good ammo efficiency. So I went out and talked to a burger who doesn't do that. Should run from CSM. From what I can tell, missions, export, and transport do not appear to be represented. From what I saw, is mostly north. So we had... So I was definitely not in a position. So we can talk about this. Last year, during the CSM, when that came around, the CSM elections were coming around, and I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Because people started like mentioning it in my chat, and they're like, hey, you should do this. And so I went, I talked to Elmelka Gold, and I talked to a couple others that I knew that were also CSM. And at the time, I was kind of close with Ashrothi, and so we talked about it a little bit. And I thought about it, and after like actually thinking about it for a minute, and like what it would mean to what I can and can't do, and how I would enjoy the game, and the fact that I'd be put under NDAs, and there's a couple of other things that happen when you become CSM. I would like to, but I feel it might kill my heart of the game. And as much as I would like to, I don't feel that, like, I have the right knowledge, if that makes sense. And I can definitely represent this area of EVE Online very well. But I have a love for this game that I don't want to ruin. And that's kind of what's keeping me from running CSM. I'll definitely have to talk to Torvald, because he's gone through a year of it, and see what he thinks of it. If I decide to run for 16 or not. But, yeah, I just have mixed feelings for that. No, I definitely don't. And I made it very clear. They have channels through the Twitch or through the EVE partner thing to ask me things. They have the ability to reach out to me, and vice versa. I have the ability to reach out to and talk to them. And I think that's awesome. There's definitely the ability to communicate both ways. If they need my opinion on something, they definitely have it. And they don't, like, I mean, it'd be cool to be a CSM, but at the same time, reflecting my year, top 1% of time spent docked up. I really enjoyed my time in EVE this year. Ghost of Tsushima was good, as was Nier Automata. My Factorio Mega Factory is awesome, covering my background. Nice. But no, I don't need to be in CSM to help them, and they know that I'm here. The developers of EVE Online know that I'm here, and they know my expertise. So I think that that's really cool. And the fact that I'm in the EVE Online partnership program, they are making a point to talk to us about things, not necessarily being CSM, or like CSM, but they're making a point to talk to us, and actually, like, there's a whole Discord that we have, and I have access directly to CCP. Like, I don't have to open a ticket. I can just, I need your attention. Here you go. I mean, of course, if you abuse that, it'll go away, but, you know. Reflected on my, yeah. Count Smerald, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Dude, we are killing it, by the way. We're at 1 hour and 28 minutes, and we're already into the Mimitar portion. This thing is so fast. I think last time I got to this portion, I was about like 1 hour and a half, or 1 hour and 45 minutes or so. Hey, Count Smerald, how are you doing today? I read a lot of the minutes from the CSM and non-null-sec stuff does not get talked about in other contexts. In null-sec, that was all. I appreciate that you may not want the hassle. It's not necessarily the hassle. It's the I don't like keeping secrets, and I struggle with the idea of keeping secrets, and I know that about myself. So being on CSM would be a very difficult thing for me to do. I mean, if enough people wanted it and were like, hey, you need to go do this, like, I probably would for the community, but at the same time, it is what it is. I hate keeping secrets. They need a mission person that likes keeping secrets. I'm in. Maybe you should run Chainsaw. We want to talk to this one. Eye on everything, investigate the smuggling hub, and report back. In heck. I did a few years back, you got shit on. Really? But you ran for CSM right after you made the guides on the burners, right? Like, you were well known in the forums for making guides on burners. Peaceful, thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. Things like that mean a lot to me. Not convinced CSM is effective. Sure, it's a focus group for what it is, but it's not the best vehicle for the overall game. That could be true. I want to kill this fleet one day. Go ahead, Doc. I really want to kill this whole fleet. But no one reads the forums anymore. The forums are pretty dead, medium. If you watch what Omelka did to announce his CSM, he made a video on what he was doing and how he was doing it. And in that video, he announced that he was running for CSM. It was really cool. And he completely depicted why he wanted to run from CSM in that video by explaining what he does and how what he does and how that gameplay, the fact that gameplay existed was damaging to the game. And when he made that announcement in that YouTube video, it was amazing. He got like 5,000 views on that video, I think. And it was awesome. All right, set destination, except... All right, off we go to Lestervere. Hey, Sean Davis, how's it going? But the way he announced it, he completely explained everything. He explained why he wanted to run. He explained how he got there, and he explained like... And like what he wanted to change. Like he explained the what, why, and how in such a brilliant manner. And that's why I feel like that launch video for his campaign was why his campaign was so successful in for CSM 15. Right? It's 15, right? Or was that 14? Can't remember when Omelka... was it 14 or 15? This year's 15, so it is 14. It's good money and fun, especially with the carrier. I took the helo fruit from you. Nice, dude. How's it going?
Or how is that going, I should say.
Nice. That's what it's there for, Sean Davis. The fleet can be killed. It's good money and fun, especially with the carrier. Ari Hella, if you have any data on that, let me know. I think that might be a fun stream. Run the Epic Arc and go fight that fleet. Might be a fun stream. Is a Marauder enough to do it? First day playing again today. Nice. We are speedrunning the Epic Arc today, and it has been quite the journey. Just got back from Cheetah. Oh, so you haven't had the chance to play it yet. Okay.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Excuse me. I gotta talk to the guy. He's right here. Take out the auxiliary power relay. What is nanopaste for? So sometimes you have to overheat, and when you have to overheat, it's like the first or second room. So you still have rooms in front of you. So you need to repair before you go into the next gate. There's a carrier here. I would love to kill this entire fleet, but they do kind of go poof. Yep, there they go. Stolen Nidhogger. I don't remember where exactly the power core is. Is it on my overview? No, it's not. We're gonna have to find it here. Oh, there it is. Auxiliary power array. Beautiful, we got it. We found it. It's up there in the center. Do we dock? We dock. Bye-bye. Last time I poked the bear in that mission, I think we brought a 10-man fleet Dami's Mega. The Nidhogger wasn't the issue. It was the rest of the stuff in that room. It was a long time ago. Funny thing is that they still leave behind a capital-sized wreck, and you can just pull it with a free. When you have to speak to a new person, I think you can just right-click the picture instead of looking for him. Oh, yeah, that's a thing too. I don't think I'm doing the splits well. I could have accepted that mission remotely. Yikes. Okay. So there's two time saves. There's two major time saves. We got 5 minutes in the beginning and we didn't have to dock here. Off we go to every shore. I think I screwed up the splits. Just give me a second here. Or 5-7. I think we just finished the Mimitar Commander. I have to remake the splits. But we're on 5-7. How many missions are we in? We've done 31 of 52. You know what? We should just do every 10th mission, right? So, yeah. So we should just make... We should make them evenly split apart in missions. To speak to a nerd person, I think you just right-click the picture and set name. Or we can make the splits at the time. Dude, this is such a transversal. Like, how far we have to go. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. We screwed up big. I accidentally accepted the wrong mission. And I accepted the Galente Epic Arc. Guess what we're doing tomorrow, guys? We're doing the Galente Epic Arc. I'm gonna grab a Marauder and we'll go start the Galente Epic Arc. I just screwed up so bad. Just speak to you can right-click the picture instead of looking for him. Yeah, I just screwed up so bad. So two major time saves here. That's phase 1 of the Epic Arc for tomorrow. The problem with having such a big open world with different things. Are you guys excited for that tomorrow? Starting the Galente Epic Arc? My poor Caldari standings. Hopefully not too bad. So now I have this mission on my thing, so we got to be aware of that. That was like a 4-minute waste. I'm glad I caught that before I went 15 jumps away. Oh man. Mistakes were made, boys. A quick survey shows that Nidhogger does 40 gigajoules and you can tank the rest of the room. There are no scrams or other issues in soloing it. Awesome. There are no standing hits during the Galente Epic Arc? That is really good news. Thank you, Brock. So that's not the one that I was trying to do. I was trying to do this one. I talked to the wrong agent. That's what happened there. Because we accidentally accepted the Epic Arc during the thing. Clear the facility and capture any of the lieutenants present. Close that, undock and go. Can I flag this in a different way or put it somewhere else? I don't know. Thank you, Brock. I guess we're doing it for my first time ever. Because I've never done it. They do produce drive standings, so if you increase with Galente, you'll lose with their friends. Like that's what happens. It's not a big deal. or you only get positive drive, but I do need to run the Glente Epic Arc for other reasons. Actually a good thing for me to do. So, I accidentally accepted it when I shouldn't have, but we're good. I'm happy. So destroy all the enemies here. I'll probably end up getting closer. We're going to switch to Conflagration. We're going to split up our weapons here. That way, we can just knock them out. Yeah! Look how quickly that goes. What's going on here? Clear and capture any lieutenants present. What do you mean lieutenants present? They're scanning those guys. You took out. They were trying to evacuate someone from the habitation. It's vulnerable now. Okay, so I need the habitation module, which is that guy right there. Last mission can be tough if you try to T1 battleship, but as you plan to use a Marauder. Yeah, I'll be ready to go. Is there a high sec only choice? Ooh, I get Quaif. Alright, stop shooting. I'll come with you, Doc. See in my cargo? I guess. It tells me to dock. Is that real Quaif? Fuck yeah, it's real Quaif. Why can't I? No, it's not. Ah, I just lied him. I want to sell tickets to see Hateless vs. Last Glente Epic Arc mission. Going back to heck here, except it's fake Quaif. It is fake Quaif. I'm sad. Glente is high sec only, but you need to pay attention to the eating comp systems if you're on Trig side. I am on Trig side. I should be fine. I can deal with them. I'll make sure I bring tools to be able to deal with Trigs. But yeah, I think we'll run it tomorrow. I'll prep and we'll do a I doubt I'm going to do the whole Epic Arc. Like, I really doubt that I'm going to do it in a day. It's okay to focus on one faction, for example, Mar, doing missions only for them. That comes with the downside. So, if you only do Mar missions, and, well, you can. As long as you don't do missions. So, if you're a Mar, if you shoot Mimitar, you're going to lock yourself out of Mimitar space. That's going to be bad. So, you definitely want to watch who you engage with. And make sure that you don't kill your standings for other empires, because you don't want to get locked out of other space to get denied content in the future. So I know there is a high sec only route. We'll probably take that one. I thought you were eating comp side. I am eating comp side. So there's systems with the Trig side, right? A couple of Soe Epic Arcs to fix my standings. Yeah, that's good. So you can also choose to side with the Syndicate in the end. Yeah, you can go low-sec side, and I think that the reward is greater for taking the low-sec side. But I've never done the arc, so I feel like it would be fun for me to go through.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
The Caldari Epic Arc requires either lower or null-sec. I mean, I'm sure I can handle it. Marked for death. Assassinate Azez Tabir. Marked for death. We have to go assassinate. So Glente Epic Arc viewer mission. Pick ship. Kronos 100%. How can we not fly a Kronos to do the Glente Epic Arc? Like I didn't even have to think about that. We're flying a Kronos. 100%. There is no other choice. Pink Chronos? Oh yeah. We've got the pink skins for it, so definitely going to be doing that. We have to assassinate their leader. Stop moving. Which means that we need to destroy the Amar tactical outposts. Oh, hey, you know what? Let's shoot that instead. It's taking 0 damage! Okay. Why is it taking 0 damage? Can somebody explain that? They're too close. That's on. That's a struggle. There's this as a Tabir. Please don't tell me this is broken. Okay, the objective was just broken. That's fine. Ooh! Looks like you got to fight, though. That's awesome. Why you hate Dominic's? Because the Kronos is so good. Have you looked at the Dominics? Oh, I know how good the Dominics can be. Run interference for crucial Tiberian training ground. Okay. I guess we're gonna go kill some things. Well, it said that's what I needed to destroy, and then it took 0 damage, so I was a little bit confused. Yeah, so it looks like an upside down shoe or a potato. Take your pick. Tornadoes lock fast. Yes, they can. You got to be careful around those things. They will make your day not fun. They should be able to insta-lock you. The only objective is to kill all the enemies. That's it? Whoa, that's a cool animation. I like it. Oh, we dock now. Did you get ganked? That's really unfortunate if you got ganked. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But yeah, they in theory can insta-lock you in 1 server tick. Competent tornado ganking group will have sensor boosters on them, and they'll lock you instantly. And then they'll be right at optimal range to pop you.
Docking permission requested.
Loot this guy. Quest the next. Certificate of Death. Accept. So now we're going back to Tano. Alright, off we go. I didn't get ganked. Yes! You're alive! It's good to hear, man. Oh, is chat not up today on the... Aww. Oh, well. Chat's not on screen. It's a little odd for me. This sort of is not bad. Has quite some funny moments. I'll definitely make sure to like read it and enjoy it. I was just shocked how fast I got away. Yeah, it's a there. Yeah, not slow. Not like you'd expect. There's a reason why they're the suicide gank ship of choice when hunting Gilas. Their alpha is unparalleled. Why? I guess a Mac makes more, but for 100 million, you get 11,000 damage like that on one tick. You get 3 or 4 of them together. That's 45,000 damage. That kills any Gila. You get 4 of them. That's easily 45,000 damage, and you can kill a lot of things with that alpha with 4 of them. 5 of them almost guarantees the kill. And then there's a chance of critical. If one gets a critical, that they can do 20,000 damage in a single shot. They hurt. They hurt bad. 105 AUs through this system. That was a short warp. Hey, Alice, have you noticed since winter events the game became wider in a way? No. The winter event made a weather effect that was snowy during that weather effect. During that weather effect, it was very white. But not since when you're out of the weather effect. I haven't noticed that at all. It might be that you have, there's a settings, in general settings, or in display and graphics, there's a brightness button. You can click on this and adjust your brightness. You may have noticed that change. Yeah, we had snow in space for about 3 weeks. It was awesome. It was 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe it was a month. I don't know. What did you can it after the tax? What did you call it after the tax agency? What do you... What word is called, Elder Kip? Technical Baker's side, what's your opinion on moving Eve to a 30 hertz tick? No. Well, I think that would be awesome. If you can run it on a 30 hertz tick, that would be great. But that's literally 3 times the processing power needed. Like, that would be insane. To be able to communicate every single second back and forth 30 times rather than 1 time per second. Technical baggage aside, I think that they would make the game more responsive and it would feel a lot better. Yeah, it would make the game feel better and more reactive, if that makes sense. Things like shutting off modules would be better. Broadband latency would be an issue at that rate anyways. I don't think many games communicate that rapidly with what's going on. Maybe they do. Yeah, so if we were on a 30 hertz tick, these fractions would actually start mattering a lot more, and then quote unquote insta warping would be dead. And there would be ways to catch things that are actually doing things, which is interesting. So we've run across Edencom systems, but we haven't run across a single... we haven't run across any of the whatchamacallums yet. Triglavian systems. A lot of people prefer as it makes it more practical than reflex-based content. Yeah, so I think it'd be neat, but there's a lot of problems with it. We start thinking about it. Yeah, things like insta-warps would no longer work. Things like insta-locking would be different. Also, things like the sub 2 second alignment time trick wouldn't work. It'd be possible to catch things that cloak if you were fast enough and responded fast enough. I think weird things would also happen with navigation too. I asked his opinion. Would you rather play auto chess in space or something more active? But I mean, honestly, we would see a lot of things change. Like the way guns and missiles work would change. Missiles would probably be more accurate, so that estimated range would become more accurate for sure. And missiles would become super consistent, which would be awesome. A good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Rate of fires between a whole second would matter a bit more. I think things like warp speed and smart bombs would have to be timed better. Because as you warp through, you'll go through a smart bomb if you warp through in a fraction of a second. It makes smart bombing a lot harder. I'm just kind of thinking of like how the game works and how it would affect things. Bring Mizera, doll the colony where her family lives. I think that we're on the next part. We're just before our man Dagon here. Tanu. I need the doll. Don't forget the doll. Don't forget to give the little girl her doll. If a tick would double the server workload and bandwidth, yeah. Like that's why he said technical issues aside, how would I feel? It would feel like a very different game. I would not I'd want the choice to be on either. With a forced server on either. So everybody that wants to be on the short server tick server, fine. Everybody that wants to be on the long tick server, fine. But transitioning this server over to that would be insane. I think that we'd see a lot of players leave or change like how they played in a lot of ways. What's up? Hi.
Oops, I hit the microphone.
No, wrong button. I love you.
Your candle smells good.
Yeah, it does. We go report to here, accept remotely. Set destination, 4 jumps away. Make smart bomb because your ship doesn't jump in 1 second intervals. D-scan bombing would be way harder with 30 hertz. This is not a fast reflex shooter where under our... Yeah, that's true. I really like the game the way it is. Like, honestly, it'd be interesting to see how it affect the game. But actually changing it is another, like, story. I don't know. I mean, it might bring a lot of new innovative gameplay, or it might smother out a lot of things that we do around that 1 second server tick, right? They definitely have to change how things work in a lot of ways. Oh, good. You've been waiting to do this. We're actually almost done. We're going pretty fast. The splits are bad. I'm trying to keep up with the splits, but I don't think it's going right. When's your next trig hunting stream? It's either going to be Friday or Monday. Stork. Because we accidentally committed to doing the Glente Epic Arc, and I'm not sure how long that's going to take. 12 missions to go. Yeah, we're very close to done. Harpy, thank you for the Prime sub.
Keep it up.
This will go on YouTube. I will edit this today. This will definitely go on YouTube. This is an easy edit for me to do. All right, so new friends, start conversation. Oh, we need the relic. It's relic. You guys got it wrong. You guys told me I needed a data analyzer. But no, I need a relic analyzer. Three months, man. I didn't know it was this long. Was that 3 months? It was 3 months. Congratulations, dude. You got a new sub badge.
Warp drive active.
What are we talking about mechanics-wise? So somebody asked me if what I would think about the game going on a 30 hertz refresh rate instead of the refresh rate that we have now, which is the game right now is on a 1 second refresh rate. So EVE Online is turn-based, and you can do an action. You can do as many actions as you want each turn, but what you do doesn't happen until the end of the second. So when we're talking about things like when oh, we gotta kill these guys here. Conflagration fire approach. So basically what happens is, for example, really? They're disrupting my tracking? Of all the things you can do, nothing happens in a fraction of a second, and if it does happen in a fraction of a second, it's rounded. So we get weird roundings of things, and it's just strange. Not right. No, it is 100% right. So say you have a 1.5 second rate of fire. On the first second, you'll do nothing. On the second second, you'll fire. On the third second, you'll fire twice. Is how it ends up doing that. All right, let's see Hateless's hacking skills here. Would have been nicer to have a better analyzer, I think. Dude, where's this thing at? There it is. Yeah, so it registers where you're at every second. So when you're warping around, you get 1 second movement ticks. And your location is static for that second as far as the server is concerned. And that's how it works. Your location is 100% static at each second. You'd like kind of teleport around. And then one big mechanic with this is that it takes the big one is that it takes 2 server seconds to tackle you. And if your alignment time is below 2 seconds, there's an order of operations in which things happen. And the initiation of warp happens before a scram. So if on the same server tick you warp and they scram you, you leave grid. Cyclings are counted. That's why you can catch 2 second warpers. I've heard people say that they can. I have yet to see video proof or actual proof of somebody catching a sub 2 second alignment time ship. There's people that claim that they can. I do not see how your latency affects it. Maybe the attacker's latency has an effect, so the person who's doing the scram, but the person doing the warp has no control over it because you cue the server to do all the actions. You literally don't interact with. You tell, I'm going into warp. You tell the server, I'm going into warp. You decloak and start warping on the same tick. So it just kind of weird. All right, strange coded thing. Live in London, get good pings. Yeah, that's a claim. And catch any warper with alignment time of 1 with plus your times 2 plus your reaction speed. Somebody come catch a sub 2 second alignment time ship that I'm flying. And I'll believe you. Catch me with a scram. I'll pay you. I'll pay you 10 times the value of your ship. Go put the faction remote SIBOs on your ship and everything. I don't care. I don't see it happening. I see it myself, but the guy with the scram had a glass fiber connection from Germany. I have a hard time believing it. Again, because the way the server works. Okay. Did Ron do something wrong? Was it because of a bubble or something? Like, what other factors are there? I know null-sec has weird shit happening all the time. Or null-sec has weird shit. He had shield extenders as far as I know. I mean, even with shield extenders, it shouldn't be, like, possible. No, I've seen the image. I just don't believe it. And I've yet to be caught in high sec. You would think that with all these shiny pods flying around in super expensive things, that they would get caught all the time in high sec. Like, you would think that that'd be a thing. Just because he died in the ship doesn't mean he did it right. Like... how we connect to fight very rarest. We have to add plus lock time. Before manage how we connect to fight a very rare set of people could indeed get locked down before. I'm not sure how it's possible now.
Docking permission requested.
Like I'll find a circle around Jita, and I'll fly a sub 2-second alignment time ship, and I'll fly in a circle all day, one day, and tell people to catch me. And I'll put like 150 million bounty on it. If somebody knows or can, that should attract the attention necessary, or maybe we'll up it to more. Accept this. We're going back to Tano. And off we go. I think we're on our man Dagon now. We're almost done here. We're getting close. But I'm almost like 99.999% sure that sub 2-second alignment time, as long as you don't fuck up in some way, you're not dying from somebody scramming you. Assertion I cannot find evidence that is possible. Yeah, I've heard of people dying in sub 2-second alignment time ships. Like, I've heard of that. And I've seen that. The problem is did they decloak? And then they didn't do something? Did they double click in space and then decloak and then warp? Did something happen that caused that ship to die? Like, what mistake was made to cause that? And that's my, like, concern, I guess. The game's probably lagged from maybe you hit a line instead of warp. That's possible. Or you aligned and then warped. I don't know. There's like 100 different ways that they could have screwed it up. You caught an insta-warp nullified scepter. How can you mess that up? Dude, what I just said, you can accidentally align. You can accidentally double-click in space and cause yourself to decloak one server tick too soon. That would make it a little bit longer. You can... initiate warp after the so there's a whole second where you're invulnerable after you go through a gate. If you wait until that invulnerability timer expires and you warp the second after that, you could die. Like, there's a few ways you can screw it up. Most of them are fairly uncommon or difficult to do, but it is possible. Fedora, I've seen it. So, theoretically, if your ping is low enough, you lock on the non-existent 0 tick, and then, yeah, give me the image, and I'll explain why I believe it's wrong. I would love to be proven wrong, by the way. Defeat Davos by a trial. Undock. We're gonna... Oh, wait, hold on. Abort the undock. I need to fix my fit here. We need to unfit that and then go item hanger, ship hanger, fit to active ship. There we go. Got my battery back. That's where at 00 hateless clicks warp to gate. The server sends The packet to me that shows him decloaking, aligning. I got the packet at 5 and 2 later my reaction speed, click lock. You've click lock, so on the same server tick that I decloak, you start locking me. On the next server tick, I'm in warp. That's how it works. Like, you're locking, your lock takes a server tick. And then after the thing, like, I'm in warp. It's over. I don't care what your reaction speed is, it doesn't matter. Request mission. I think this is Dagon. Just accept remotely. Set destination. Jesus, we have to go all the way back to Arnon? All right, off we go. Let's look at this. Yeah, this is the image that I go monitor. I don't know if this will invalidate the speedrun if we're trying to submit it, but this is what we're looking at. I've seen this image. So basically it explains that Travel Scepter wins. You Travel Scepter warp 2. You tell Tranquility to warp. You're decloak and align. Decloak and align. Lock target. Lock is active here. The lock time is before. So basically, what this explains is if the lock time is, or the lock is before the first server tick, which is not possible by the way. So what happens here is you give the command to decloak and warp. That's right here. This is as soon as you can know that somebody's decloaking on your grid. You cannot know before this. There's no way to know. The server has not told your client yet that there's a ship here. How the hell, or sorry, no, it's not here. But how the hell do you lock before tick 1 if you don't know that a ship even exists before tick 1? How do you know? Well, you know that something exists there, right? So the gate flashed. You can't lock it because it's not on your overview. When you hit warp, that's the same server tick that you are exposed. I can't get past that. Like, the fact that you literally are entering warp on this one, so this whole server tick, you're aligning and warping, this is when your opponent discovers that you exist. Right here. You're telling me that you can get a lock active in one tick and a disruptor active in the same tick. No, it doesn't matter because 1.9 or 1.99 alignment time means that I will be aligned before the second server tick. Like, that's... Like, I can't get past that problem. Because you literally discover you can't lock in this time. Because you learn right here. This is where you can hit control click. And then it warps off on it's gone right here. Get Shroud on stream to try and lock you. I'll put a bounty on my head for a day and we'll circle around Jita and get somebody to kill me. And then that will prove possible or impossible. Right? That's a really good way. I'll do it for like 5 hours. Advertise to all your friends. when I do it. We can actually do it after this Epic Arc. Start telling your friends. They can earn, well, we'll put 300 million ISK on it. If you tackle the ship that I make and get a scram on me and cancel my and cancel my warp, I will give you 300 million ISK. After we do the Epic Arc, I'll set up the challenge. I'll run it for like 45 minutes to an hour today, and I'll do a frequent thing to run it. Because this is something that has been argued with me countless times, and I'd love to be proven wrong. No, you didn't start it. It's just a super commonly talked about thing. And I would like actual proof of it. So we'll go play with it. So get your instant lockers ready. Get them stationed in Jita. And I'll build my instant align ship. And I'll build the route. I'll be completely public about the route. It'll be cheap, so when I die it doesn't matter. And then we can actually finish this discussion. And if nobody catches me, I'll put a bounty on it. Share it with your friends. Share it in Jita. Somebody will come kill me for that bounty. We'll make it worth it. Jita sell orders, 10,000 CFOs coming right up. Let's go back and forth across Udama. Yeah, see, that's not going to work because you stop, and then when you turn around, you're actually, I could just go back and forth across Udama, right? Because when you land, there's an invulnerability timer. Heard things with the blockade runners that locking is dependent on latency, which happens first, cloak or lock. So blockade runners should theoretically be impossible to catch. Because cloak on the first server tick. So we can demonstrate that here. So you decloak, and on the next server tick, you cloak. You're not lockable. So even if they're sitting there holding control with the insta locking ship, they're not going to get it. Blockade runners should theoretically be impossible to lock altogether with, just like that. A bounty system in game? There is. You're a null and you press warp and decloak. If you launch a bubble, your ship stops. Hey, Mox. Sorry, the cat's driving me nuts. But yeah, start sharing with your friends. We'll sweeten the pot. We'll make it 500 mil. There's 500 million ISK that you can get just for catching the ship. Once we get there, of course. I wonder if you can go through null-sec to speed this up. Yeah. Because it's a 1 second, you'll get smart bombed in null-sec. Good luck smart bombing this. As it warps around too fast and it can cloak. So you can't watch it on D-scan and see it coming in. And the time between the stream delay isn't consistent enough to time it based on the stream. I've never been smart bombed running a blockade runner through null-sec. I mean, you'd think that they'd go after blockade runners really hard, but this functions a lot like a blockade runner. Just try smart bombing when somebody enters local. Oh man, that would be bad. What's going on here? Why is there a stack of random ships? I mean, suppose that's the thing if somebody really wanted to ruin it. It's happened to you twice? Really? I mean, I suppose it's possible. In an Ares? Yeah, so the Ares without implants has a very common... So they see you warp off and they can time it on the other side because they know how fast you're going. So they can start a timer, and then when the timer hits 0, they start smart bombing, they catch you. That, and they see you coming out of warp because you're not cloaked. I almost got smart bombed in my Vader and a Rancor input broadcaster with 10 reported and banned. So, but also that's an Ares. They can see you dropping out of warp. This is not an Ares, and it can cloak, so they can't see you dropping out of warp. They don't know my exact warp speed and don't know how to calculate exactly where to be to catch it without seeing me. But Ares land, like, see, I'm still invisible. I land on the gate. Now I'm in an invulnerability timer and you can't, yeah. Can't catch somebody. Oh my god, cat. Can you stop? Really? Also, it was squishy. Pacifier goes burr. Yeah, pacifiers are stupid fast. Looks like a good ship to do that. What that costs? We can make it a lot cheaper. It's a 400 million. The ship itself is only 100 million ISK. And we didn't flex the tank at all. We could probably make this ship about 150 million ISK. Will you run an Enforcer emissions? Actually, that sounds like fun. It's only like 400 million ISK a piece. I really want to build a Marshal for mission running. Are you asking to be ganked? I mean, if I don't run it that often. Bounties are not disabled, but in order to put if you have like a bounty on your head, you have to be flying a ship that's worth more than that. Want you to build one too. Gankers will only be interested in using. Might even turn to ganking in that case. I mean, if I'm flying a Marshal, good luck ganking me. I'm not going to be easy to catch if I fly a Marshal. I will have a nearby Sino and I will keep the cap in a good spot. They are capable of doing that. But we're debating if the Marshal might actually be the best mission running ship in the game. Because it can fit torpedoes, it has a warp speed bonus, and it has everything else going for it. You need to reinforce the servers around your hub. You guys are talking about ganking a 5 billion-ish ship that hard. Like, I undocked an 8 billion-ish Rhea yesterday. Or today. You guys frequently see me do other things. I should make similar DPS to Barkas. I mean, I would think so. That Rhea was yesterday. What's this? Good luck ganking me. I'm not going to be easy to catch if I fly a Marshal. I will have a nearby Sino and I will... A Marshal for like a week, yes, run missions, but nearly stressed me to death. Yeah, it'd be like how I keep my my Thunderchild in the station. I'd just randomly pop it out. There'd be no warning. And then it'd be over before somebody could set up to gank me. Or it's already past midnight. There's no place bounty option. Alright, we're almost here. This is a whole time save of about 30 minutes over the Dremel. I don't think anything's changed with the arc overall. But it could also be that there's some things as well. What good is an Ashimu, you think? They newt. They're good for PvP. How many missions left? We are almost done. We're very close to being done with the Epic Arc here. The amount of traveling is just insane. I think I'm turning in for Galente this time. Yeah, we're doing Galente.
Docking permission requested.
I was raiding with a party of 95. Everybody coming in. We're just finishing our speed run of the Soe Epic Arc. We're coming up on the last few missions. And we're having a good time. How's it going, Oz? And then we accidentally accepted our we accidentally accepted the Galente Epic Arc during this arc, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So that should be a lot of fun to participate in. And then after we do this, I actually have content planned after the Soe Epic Arc. We are going to fact check this. So if you're in Jita, you have a chance to win 500 million ISK. Because we're fact checking the insta-lock thing. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But first, let's go complete that. So pick up location, set destination. There. Wait, that's here. We're dropping off here. So I have it in my cargo. Altered identity. Go ahead and unlock that and get moving. These, where did Oz go on? Didn't even see it. Yeah, sub 3 hour Soe Epic Arc. Of that hat. Is that a beanie? If not, what's it? It's, we refer to them as beanies.
It's just a little beanie. It doesn't have the little ball on top like Stan's beanie from South Park. It's just a beanie.
So you'll put 200 plex in your cargo? No, that's not how I'm going to do it. But we'll set it up, and I will honor my word. I'm in Jita at the minute. Yeah, might want to get your insta-locking ship prepped. Don't Canadians call them toques or something? Toques have like a tail, and they kind of like hang off the back. This doesn't have that. No. That's a mullet. Nice. There's definitely time saves. So we wasted 5 minutes in the beginning of the arc. We wasted another 2.5 minutes in the Mimitar portion. So there are time saves on this. I need one with a propeller. Randomly spin the propeller. Going for a forked beard. No, it just kind of does that. So it kind of grows a little bit longer here and here than in the center. It can be forked though. If I get the stuff, it forks out pretty well. But that's not what I'm after. And we're not super serious speedrunning. Although we're making it look like an actual speedrun. We do kill Dagon soon. I'm excited for that. You could braid that. I could definitely braid my hair. Just look like Santa. Yeah, dye it white and wear the red hat. But my mom got me this beanie for Christmas. And I also have a Carhartt beanie that I absolutely love, and that's in the car. So I keep one beanie in the car and one beanie here. And I almost always wear a beanie. Just guys, where are the two cats? I always have thought Hateless had only one, and TS I saw a second one. I'm positive. We have two cats. The split for each of the 52 missions, or at least the missions which aren't immediate. No, we did it by chapters, and I don't think I did the splits right. And my mission stuff is all messed up. I have to go do all these level 1s. Sounds good. Go back here. This is a weird one. So please drop guy, and we can familiarize with the mission contact. Can I accept that mission remotely? Can we go activities, agency? Bloodstained stars. We can just set destination. Okay. Do you use drugs? We have used no drugs here. I think that I think there's an agility drug that would be helpful. It would get we could possibly get a sub 2 second alignment time with this ship if we used, if there is an agility drug or an agility implant would help. I think I have an agility implant. So I'm not entirely sure. But I think that the biggest help here, I mean, Pyrolantium might help. It might reduce a couple shots that we do a little bit. I know that taking Quay for prop or movement speed would be good. Trying to think like what drugs would actually be useful. This is my mission running clone, so it's not like everything optimized to do this as fast as possible. This isn't like completely no hold barred, but this is pretty close.
Drive active.
55 freaking AU warp. These warps are massive. The speed isn't the best in this mission. Best values are damage over range and insta warp. You think that warp speed isn't the most valuable thing? With the amount of time that you spend in warp in this line? I think Instadocs would help a lot. I think we'd save a good minute and a half using Instadocs, like, overall. Why choose Pacifier? We chose the Pacifier because it's the fastest warping ship, and it can use any weapon platform. It also has 150 M3 cargo, so you don't need expanded cargo holds to do any of the bits, which is helpful. So, and then it's also got a rep bonus, which we didn't really need, but it was nice.
Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested.
Take to the SOT victory liner. I think warp speed is the single most valuable thing. If you gave me play money to trade and I've made over 50 profit in 24 hours. Dude, that's insane. I like the idea of an arc in one session. Yeah. I lost most of my time in missions burning to rats and the boss. I use a rail Hecate. We didn't spend a lot of time in missions burning, so we used pulse lasers on the Pacifier to get 20-kilometer range. And this burn time isn't bad with the Microwarpdrive, although the Dremel does move around on grid a little faster. I only gave you 200 mil. That's my time. Yeah, you don't lose a lot of time here on that for like actually like traveling to rats and whatnot. I had one mission where I didn't have the ammo that I wanted. I didn't have my Scorch.
Drive active.
Yeah, I do know that with a new character, this can take upwards towards 8 hours to complete. You can knock out the gone.
Docking request accepted.
I think Instadocs would do a lot of good. Like, I just really do. I know that most times we land in range, but there are times where we don't. Start conversation, complete this guy. Request. Societal spy. We're going to go to Arnon. That's where we're at. Now I have to get up. It's a 6 hour, in 6 hours. Oh, wow. Stark. Thank you for coming and hanging out again. You are absolutely awesome. What's the world record for Epic Arcs? For the SOE Epic Arc? I don't know. I don't know if there is one. But my previous time was 2:55. What do we have to do? Destroy all the enemies here? Okay, we'll start slow boating. We're going to go ahead and split these up. Actually, are we? Yeah, we'll split them up. Be pretty quick. Then approach the society spy. Are they going to come in conflag range? I really don't know, but we might not want them split up. They actually have some health on them. I'm thinking autocannons might be better, honestly. Definitely have to play with this. Alright, we'll get this one that's 11. Then we'll switch to conflag. Conflag! Yeah, okay. Kill that thing. I should do a day one speedrun. That'd be a bit harder because we need to get the ship, right? Okay, we dock. Do you run each of your alts every 3 months? No, I don't. I very rarely actually do the Epic Arc. I haven't made a habit of doing it a lot recently. I mean about the Marshal is that it's lots of mid and low slots. Wow. Yeah, you can fit it pretty much however you want. That's the cool part about it. I should make a habit of doing the SOE Epic Arc once every 3 months for all my characters. Should just call it like SOE Epic Arc Week or something. Or we can do it like once a month. I've got enough characters that I can actually do SOE Epic Arc every 2 weeks. So we could actually get this down to like an actual science. Except... Let me the squadron and bring Katsum Pargus back. It's not too bad, Recycle Gamer. I can afford one. I don't have Black Ops skill. But it's definitely in my line of things that I own. I don't know if this got longer or shorter because of the eating comp changes. Thanks for the follow, Plink, Plink, Plink. I appreciate it. Alright, so do I have to kill... I just have to kill this guy. Come here, bud. Can you do the entire art break and even the boss at the end? Yeah. It's got the required DPS to do it. I'll share the fit in just a minute. He should be in my cargo, which he is. Perfect. Thank you for the follow, Spin and TM Redux. I appreciate it.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
We have to pick. We're gonna go Glente. Accept this choice. Undocked. Oh geez, we have 4 jumps. I think we'll get sub 3 hours. I don't think that we're gonna get sub 255. Oh damn, this Epic Arc is forever long. Reason for going Glente? I want higher Glente standings on my character. Character interactions. My Glente standings are 6.03. I want them higher. I also need to fix my Mimitar standings as well. But if I get these above 5, I may be able to do level 5 missions again. Or above 7, I can do level 5 missions again. That's why. We'll be using a frigate, I'm sure. So it's probably going to be like 50. I'm going to give you guys every advantage I can. I want somebody to prove me wrong on the insta-locking frig for the insta-lock text. I want to be proven wrong. So we'll build the ship and we'll do that, and once I'm done with this. There is literally a 500 million. There will literally be a 500 millionth reward for getting a scram off or a point off. Doesn't even have to be a scram. For getting a point off on a ship around Jita in just a minute. It'd be good to see level 5 missions. Not planning on training to be able to run them anytime soon, but nice to see what they're like. Yeah. My record is 230. I see a lot of potential with instadocs, clone jumps, implants, sets, low-sec travel. Wonder what the Eve record is. Yeah, me too. How did you get sub to 2.5 hours? That's my question, because I'm 241. And did you actually run a timer, or are you just like kind of guesstimating when you started, when you finished? There's one person saying that they did really well in a whatchamacallit, a Hecate. Can you utilize one jump clone in between? It's possible. I kind of don't want to allow that, but you could set up a jump clone and do one jump and reset up a ship. A tactical. I love how everyone pronounces the ships differently. Yeah, it's kind of part of the game. Hey, bud. What's up? Time to kill Dagon. Hey, Gamerlax, how's it going? And Gamerlax, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Or Gamerlex? Call it Gamerlex. Jamil, but Hecate was just 10 seconds slower. I stopped time. Okay. Yeah, we did make a mistake where we lost about 5 minutes in the beginning. Which was really bad. I think we have to kill all this before. I can't remember. Alex, yeah, I didn't know what name I should put when I made my account. Orbit 5. Shut that off. Finish this guy off. And then we'll start pounding on Dagon here. Yikes, the application's pretty bad. Oh god, this is going to take a minute. Let's approach him for 0 transversal. How high is his EM resist? Show info. Are they all the same? Oh geez, his EM resist is 85. That's so bad. With the Sanction Nation level 4 with ship restriction. Are you talking about the burner? Yeah, you did tell me. I think switching to autocannons would save a lot of time. They'll just do better. He should break. This is where we find out. Sprinkle in some heat here. Shut that off. Get up better ranges here. How long does this ship run hot for? I'd imagine a while. 200 million plus hill. Time to overheat. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that overheat damage on a cloaking device. Don't want to burn out, but there he goes. Alrighty, Dagon down. Open the cargo, prop lock 1 cycle.
Warp drive active.
Anxiety apiece. That wasn't too bad. El Signo and fine. Warp to location.
Warp drive active.
I think this marks the mission complete as soon as we do this. So we're gonna get like a 245 or 247, I think.
Warp drive active.
We have to go put it in the wreath. Shut that off, open the cargo. I think that's it.
Warp drive active.
For sizing, yes, I'm going to suggest the easiest way to demo this is to find the worst case. We had a 1.95 Synesis with 4 medium shield extenders. The other bill of mats is an interceptor with 5,000 scan res and a scram wheel mouse and some overview modifications. I think this complete mission. And we're done. 247. I think we can do better. I think we can knock 10 minutes off this next time. For sure. I think we can easily knock 10 minutes off this. Actually, I'm going to leave this in my mission hub. So I'm going to go to... No, actually, I need to go back to Jita for reasons.